What's going on, guys? Give me a few seconds here while I set up the live. You know the drill. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to the stream and pause it, make sure I can see that it's going. And I can never tell when these things are actually starting and actually going on. Unless I do this. Pretty sure I'm live, but it says only one watching now. So we'll see if a couple more people stream in, and then we'll begin. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to the stream and pause it, make sure, pause. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's having a great, I see some people coming in now. Hey everyone, how you doing? Hey Shelly. Good to see you guys again, or hear from you guys again in the comments. Hope everyone's having an amazing Saturday. Sorry I couldn't make the live yesterday. I was super busy at work and had a lot going on, so had to move the live to today. So I at least hope everyone had an amazing Friday, a nice relaxing Friday, a good start to the weekend. I know it's almost the end of Saturday now, so almost halfway through the weekend already. Time is just flying over here. But without further ado, I wanted to say welcome to another live video. We've been doing these things every Friday, but today we decided to do it on Saturday. As I said, because I had stuff going on yesterday. But thank you guys for joining. Thank you for calling in. Really good to see you guys watching these things and enjoying them. So I really appreciate the positive feedback. So what I wanted to do initially was just go into a couple of updates regarding Summer P-EBT. So what's the latest going on with the Summer P-EBT program? Which states are currently participating? Which states are now participating that weren't participating before? And then also, when is this going to end? When are Summer P-EBT benefits going to cease because the public health emergency has been finally put to rest? And people are going back to work. All right, so we're going to discuss all of these things, and also the $95 emergency allotments. We're going to find out which states were added to the list for the month of September. All right, so we're going to cover all those topics. So initially, what we're going to do is cover the state of Virginia. So I saw there's actually not a lot of updates recently, honestly, when it comes to which states are coming out with new stimulus checks or new food benefits programs. There's not a lot of noise going on right now in the news when it comes to that stuff. It seems like they're almost winding down a lot of these programs that people were so used to over the last few months. For additional food assistance, for additional money in their paycheck. A lot of these states or a lot of these residents of these states are wondering, where are these benefits now? How come for the last 4 or 5 months, or in some cases for the last 1 to 2 years, why was I receiving these benefits back then and now I'm not? All right, so it's very interesting to see how things have changed and what the government's doing when it comes to these benefits programs. All right, so let's cover the state of Virginia here. So it says that, so I saw this article, I think yesterday or today, so it's pretty recent, but it officially came out on August 24th, so it's still pretty recent. Said the Virginia Department of Social Services received federal approval to issue retroactive Summer P-EBT benefits. And this will be eligible for K through 12 students, as food insecurity continues to be a challenge for many Virginia households with school-age children. All right, so Virginia was one of the recent states that decided to extend P-EBT food assistance for a bunch of families, and I haven't heard of a lot of other states coming out with updates like this, but Virginia was one that popped out to me, so I thought it would be useful to you guys if you were living in the state of Virginia to find that information out. So yeah, it says that VDSS, that's the organization that runs this, is now offering this temporary assistance to individuals and families in need of nutritional support. And then it says that, I always like to go into the numbers. This additional P-EBT benefit will provide approximately $276 million in food assistance to more than 700,000 students. All right, so pretty significant. If you're living in the state of Virginia, congratulations. I hope this helps you. Okay, moving on to some more updates here. So for the state of Florida, I know a lot of you guys were asking about the state of Florida because it looks like, a lot of the times they seem to be behind the 8 ball when it comes to coming out with new information and giving people updates. They tend to delay things. In addition to a couple other states I've noticed do the same thing. But yeah, Florida in particular seems to be one of those states. So it says the Florida Department of Children and Families Office of Economic Self-Sufficiency, so that's a mouthful, distributes monthly benefits to Florida SNAP accounts linked to EBT cards. SNAP provides support for low-income seniors, people with disabilities living on fixed incomes, and other low-income households. Your Florida EBT card, so that's where you receive your benefits, can be used anywhere displaying the Quest logo, which includes most grocery store chains, some retailers, and participating farmers markets. And then it goes into a couple of food benefits programs that Florida is offering right now that I wasn't even aware of before, but I've just read about these recently. One of them is the Fresh Access Bucks, or FAB program. So listen to this information if you're living in the state of Florida, all right? Because I thought this was pretty cool. And I thought this would be California has their own kind of version of this. We have CalFresh, but this looks to be pretty interesting for people living in the state of Florida. Fresh Access Bucks is an initiative of Feeding Florida, a statewide nutrition incentive program that encourages Florida SNAP recipients to use their benefits at farmers markets, produce stands, CSAs, I don't know what that is, mobile markets, and community grocery outlets. If you buy $1 worth of fresh food using your EBT card, you'll receive $1 in Fresh Access Bucks. So it looks like they'll match you for every dollar that you use to buy food using your EBT card. They'll match you $1 in Fresh Access Bucks, or FAB Bucks. Here's a map with the location of outlets accepting. Okay, so yeah, if you go here, just go to this link and then go, I guess there's like a map of locations that you can use your Fresh Access Bucks at. Let's check that out. So this is the map. And if we zoom in here, I think I might be covering the map. So let me shrink down. You know what? I'll just move myself over here. Yeah, so this looks like the map. I want to see if I can pull it up. Well, let's see if I can extend it or make it bigger. Let's see. Whoops. Okay. Florida Fresh Access Bucks locations. All right, so it looks like they have locations like all over Florida. Yeah, there's some up here near Jacksonville, down here near Miami, down south there's a couple, and then over here west by Clearwater. Yeah, so there's locations all over the place. Just check them out. Looks like they have the names of them right here too. Riverside Arts Market, Tasty Tuesdays Community Market. Wow, all these places sound so amazing. I've never tried any of them because I'm over here in California. Over here we got Popeyes and McDonald's and Chick-fil-A and Jack in the Box, and for some reason In-N-Out and Starbucks have the longest lines ever in California. Just so if you're from California, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The In-N-Out lines and the Starbucks lines. Am I right or am I right? Okay, so yeah, there's the Fresh Access Bucks locations for the state of Florida. All right, moving on, because if you're not from the state of Florida, then you're not going to find this very relevant. But if you are, I hope you found this helpful. I hope you found this video helpful. Just kidding, the video is not done yet. Okay, see if we have any other comments. Nope. Oh yeah, look at that. Lost in thought. Okay, so yeah, that covered Florida. So moving on, so that covered Virginia and Florida. So let me exit out of that. Okay, let me cover, oh yeah, this is something I wanted to cover with you guys pretty quickly. The Commodity Supplemental Food Program, all right? Now, I wasn't aware of this before, but there are other programs besides the SNAP program that offers food benefits to seniors. And one of them is through this program called the Commodity Supplemental Food Program. And I wasn't even aware of this before, but I'll show you guys what this is. It's not available to everyone, but if you're eligible and you do qualify for this, then this is just another program where you can, receive food benefits in addition to your SNAP benefits. So if you qualify for this, then this may be helpful for you as well. So it says that this program works to improve the health of low-income people. Hold on, let me move this back to the way it was. Yeah, so the CSFP works to improve the health of low-income persons at least 60 years of old by supplementing their diets with nutritious USDA foods. And it's only for participating states and Indian tribal organizations that operate this program. So if you go to this website and you click on I am a applicant or recipient, you just click on that. It'll give you some more information on how to apply and if you're eligible for this program. And so here it tells you a little bit more about what this is exactly. USDA distributes both food and administrative funds to participating states and Indian tribal organizations to operate this program. State agencies distribute CSFP food to public and nonprofit private local agencies, which determine the eligibility of applicants, distribute the food, and provide nutrition education. So here it goes into the eligibility requirements for this, for seniors specifically. It says that participants must be at least 60 years old and reside in one of the states or Indian reservations that participate in this program. It doesn't look like it lists which states those are, but I'm sure you could do a quick Google search and find out. And then it says the women's, infants, and children currently receiving these benefits who were certified to receive such assistance on or before this date are also eligible to continue to receive assistance under the program rules in effect on that date in accordance with this bill. Yeah, so it looks like, as required by this farm bill, women's, infants, and children who apply to participate in this program on this date or later cannot be certified to participate in the program. Such individuals may be eligible for other nutrition assistance programs. So I guess that's the one caveat if you're part of this group of people, women's, infants, and children who applied to participate in this on that date or later can't be certified to participate in the program. So I don't know exactly what that means, but if you really want to dig deep into what the eligibility requirements are for people in the women's, infants, and children program as well, I'm assuming this means like there's some sort of conflict that can potentially occur. If you're already receiving benefits under the women's, infants, and children program, you may not be eligible to receive these benefits as well. Oh yeah, so yeah, that's what it says. That's what it says right here actually. Eligible participants cannot participate in both WIC and CSFP at the same time. So yeah, that's basically what they're saying. So yeah, that's the only caveat to not being able to receive these benefits is you can't be in that program. So if you're not, then might be worth looking into this further and seeing if you're eligible. Okay, so besides being part of that program, which may make you ineligible for receiving benefits under this program, you also have to meet these income eligibility guidelines as it states right here. So some states establish income limits for the elderly that are at or below 130% of the federal poverty income guidelines. And then it lists the guidelines here, so you can explore that further if you're interested. And then it gives you information on how to apply and links to other resources and so forth. Okay, so I just wanted to tell you guys about that program if you weren't aware of it already. I just learned about it recently, so I thought it would be helpful to share with you guys. And okay, moving on. I just wanted to cover the latest list of states that are offering Summer P-EBT. I like to just go over this, every single time I do a live video. So it doesn't look like the list changed much. It looks like it's still the same. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4 is 36, 37 states. I think there was like 35 states before, so maybe there was like 1 or 2 that got added to the list. But yeah, so if you're wondering about your Summer P-EBT, this is the latest list right here. Oh, let me move myself. Yeah. So it's right here. Come on. There we go. There's the list. Does anyone have any particular questions about any of these states and their Summer P-EBT program? If you do, leave me a comment. I can check that right now if anyone said anything and if my mouse works. Doesn't look like anyone said anything. Let me refresh the page. How's everyone doing, by the way? Any weekend plans? Any exciting things going on besides checking up on when you're going to receive your benefits? Let me know down in the comments if you got anything super awesome or exciting or crazy going on. I always like to hear ideas. There's the list of things to do that are fun. Does anyone have any particular questions about any of these states and their Summer P-EBT program? Fun stuff going on. If you do, leave me a comment. So when I do, I get excited. I can check that right now. If anyone said anything. No, pause. All right. Yeah, so it doesn't look like we got any further comments. So we'll just go back to our regular way of doing things. Yeah, so we covered the list of states that are offering Summer P-EBT. So let me cover which states are offering the $95 emergency allotments for the month of September. So I think last time I mentioned it was like 20 states or so that were offering emergency allotments for September. So now we have 5, 10, 15, or now we have 20. I don't remember what I think we mentioned, no, 17. Yes, 17 states is what we mentioned before. I think, yeah, the title of the video was Virginia and 17 states are approved for $95 SNAP emergency allotments. And if you haven't seen that video, make sure you check it out. So currently, we've added 3 more states to the list, so for a total of 20. So this is the current list. So clicking on a few of them just to see what the date is for issuance of benefits. Let's check out Utah. I think a couple of people were asking about Utah before. So if we go to Utah and then we click on September extension approved, because we're now checking up on the month of September. It's almost the end of August. And then we scroll down and here we go. Da, 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 da. EA issuance date September 24th, 2022. All right. So if you live in the state of Utah, that is the date that you will be receiving your $95 SNAP emergency allotment amount. You're welcome. And then for the entire state of Utah, the total amount of emergency allotment benefits issued per month is $13 million. And the number of households receiving these benefits is 74,217. All right. And so hopefully you are one of those 74,217. And I hope you are. All right, so that covers Utah. Does anyone else have any other questions about any other states? Hi, can you check Missouri? Yes, I can. Thank you for asking. Let's check Missouri. All right. See how easy it is, guys? You just have to ask, and I'll do it. My wish is your command. Okay. Do we have anything for the state of Missouri? No, it doesn't look like we do for emergency allotments. But you know what? As I've mentioned in previous videos, this state or this list is not always up to date. In fact, it rarely is. So we're just going to do a hard Google search right now. SNAP emergency allotments. September. mydss.mo.gov. Does that sound familiar to you if you live in the state of Missouri? Missouri Department of Social Services. Oh, look at this. P-SNAP. That's what we're talking about. Pandemic SNAP. When will P-SNAP end? August 2021 was the last month. Okay, so that's not helpful. Let's see what it says here. Every step will go at least $95. Okay, so this looks like old news. Old news. Do we have anything for the month of September? Latest updates, latest updates. Temporary Assistance Program, Health Net, Temporary Assistance Program. No, that's not what we want. Okay, Missouri, SNAP, $95. See if this gives us anything. You know what? I haven't heard a lot of information about Missouri lately, and I'm not entirely sure if they're going to extend benefits. Do you know? If you live in the state of Missouri, can you guys let me know right now if you're aware of people receiving benefits last month, or this month? So I want to know if people are receiving benefits for the month of August, or if they were receiving benefits before. They're not helping. Yeah, that sucks. And that really, it's really unfortunate, because there's tons of wealth in certain states, and I've said this multiple times. Some states are very, very wealthy, and if they just helped out other states, maybe that state would have a good enough economy to return the favor. Or at the very least, these people could share their food benefits with other states, or, because some states, trust me, there's an abundance of money to going around. And then, it's unfortunate when states like Missouri miss out, or they cut benefits as early as August 2021. That sucks. That's like a year. That's an entire year ago. That's a long time ago to go without help. Let's see. This is the application website for Missouri. It says, attention, if you're a SNAP recipient living in St. Charles County, St. Louis County, or St. Louis City, hopefully I'm saying that right, St. Louis City, and you lost food due to the recent flood, you have until August 24th to request replacement SNAP benefit. That's not helpful. It's August 27th. Oh boy. Wow, what a mess. There's a flood going on? You guys have a flood? Wow. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, I feel bad for you guys. So you guys are dealing with a flood and you guys haven't received benefits in like a year. That's crazy. Well, hopefully something changes. Who's your guys' governor? That's pretty crazy. Our governor is really bad, but we're still getting, things like gas tax rebates and things like we didn't even expect, but we're somehow still receiving, stimulus checks and things like that in the state of California, which is pretty crazy. And then and then it's unfortunate places like Missouri aren't getting anything. It seems like, every state needs a new governor. Every state needs new leadership and new people to talk to these food banks and talk to these agencies and get with representatives that work for these places, and come up with a plan that makes sense. That a plan that gets everyone to receive food benefits and everyone to receive extra money back in their paychecks or on their SNAP cards to help out with stuff. Alabama. Let's check out Alabama. Oh yeah, here we go. So Alabama, yes, they were authorized an extension of emergency allotments for the month of September. So let's see when those benefits are going to be issued. So we click on their. So this is their authorization documentation. They call it the FFCRA SNAP Emergency Allotment Request, and this, as I mentioned in previous videos, this provides you information as to the emergency allotment issuance date. So that's what it says right here. That's the date that you'll be This is not necessarily the date that you'll be receiving out these benefits, and then sometimes the benefits can be available the following day. Sometimes they need to break it up into several days so that everyone receives their benefits. In like super highly populated cities like New York, they have to break it up into several days just to make it work, because there's a lot of people. There's a lot of back and forth computer requests that need to go back and forth, and it takes up a lot of server power, a lot of processing power, and we don't all have the latest and greatest technology and equipment, especially at these government facilities that are often run down and using Windows software from 2010. And trust me, they don't have the latest greatest Macs with like crazy high processing power and i7s and everything like that. They don't have that. So that's why it takes time for these benefits to be issued. Sometimes several days, sometimes one day, depends. So for Alabama, it looks like due to system constraints, big surprise, the state will issue benefits through an overnight process on September 29th. The benefits will be available on September 30th. Okay, so it looks like a little over a month from now is when you'll be receiving them. Total number of households receiving benefits is a little under 400,000, and total amount of benefits issued is $67 million. All right, so looks like Alabama has it good. for the month of September. All right, guys. Sorry, I don't have a lot of information to cover today, but I at least wanted to cover those things, those latest updates for Summer P-EBT. I know there's not a lot of states that are coming out with new programs or new stimuluses for their residents. So, but as new updates do come into the mix and new reports do come out, trust me, you'll be the first to know. I'll jump on another live next Friday. Hopefully I'll do it next Friday, it won't get pushed out to another Saturday or something, but we'll see. But I'll come back again and provide you guys with the latest updates as they roll in, all right? I hope you guys are having a great Saturday so far. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your weekend as well. Thank you guys so much again for watching the live, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.